Hey everybody, hope you're having a great weekend. It's hard to believe that we just finished week 7 and we're headed into week 8 right now. We're on the home stretch of this journey. In a couple weeks, we're going to be doing our November check-in. And just a reminder, whoever wins that November check-in is automatically qualified to win the $500 cash giveaway on December 16th. So keep up the great work. I'm super proud of everybody. This last week's challenge was by far the most participation we've ever had in a week's challenge. And not only that, but your food posts were awesome. You know, it's really neat to see how far you've come and how well you're doing and how much participation and engagement. And it's just, you know, this community that I envisioned from day one of people coming together and really helping each other, supporting each other, cheering each other on along the way. And it's just really, I really appreciate all your participation and engagement and support for one another, because again, it's not easy. Creating new habits is not an easy thing to do, but I can really see those habits starting to shift. So if you wouldn't mind participating with me during this video, drop a 1 in the comment section if you can feel that you're creating new habits. Drop a 1. Drop a 2 if you feel better. You know, I know sometimes we have good days, sometimes we have not so good days, but the bottom line is you got to hop back on the wagon and keep in mind the long-term goal of where we're headed, and that's to create overall health and wellness, a lifestyle change, something that's going to last and be sustainable forever. So I really am just proud of you guys. And yeah, so I'm going to announce our week 7 winner. I'm going to announce our week 8 contest, and let's just get right to it. All right, so the winner of our last week's food challenge gets this book, The 5-Minute Journal. And I love this 5-minute journal. I think gratitude is an incredible way to start your day. As long as you move through your day with gratitude, you can't have negativity and gratitude at the same time. So anyway, the winner of week 7 goes to Tracy. Great job, Tracy. I know this is your second time winning. I can't wait to get your feedback on this little journal. I think you're going to get a ton out of it. So congratulations for all your hard work and participation and dedication to this journey. Again, super proud of you. Going into week 8. Okay, so week 8's challenge, we're going to go back to movement. So part of our lifestyle pledges, and let's not forget about them. I know it's a lot kind of at once, it seems like sometimes we're thinking of food and then it's our lifestyle pledges, and you know, it's all encompassing. Everything, health and wellness is not just eating right, it's not just exercising, it's really, you know, it's also self-care, it's also our mental our mental state. And so I want to incorporate all of those things into this journey, because obviously these things, you know, again, we're creating lifestyle changes. So going into week 8, we're going to go back to our movement, our steps. Part of the lifestyle pledge is walking at least 7,500 steps every single day. And this week, what I'd like for you to do is post your movement. So it doesn't necessarily mean steps. Sometimes if you're riding your bike, or if you're in a yoga class, or if you're doing kickboxing, obviously you're moving your body, you're active, you're doing the things that you should be doing, and it maybe doesn't translate into your Fitbit, or you know, it doesn't translate into steps per se, but you're moving your body. So that's great. I want you to move your body, exercise, get out there, take a picture of what it is that you're doing to get your steps in or to get your movement in, post it. Don't forget to hashtag M3Pledge week 8, and let's get back to moving. So the winner, and hold on one second, I dropped part of my prize that I'm going to give away for week 8. So our week 8 winner is going to receive a Modere branded shaker blender bottle and some of our sports rub. So this sports rub is awesome. As you're moving your body and as you're working out, as you're exercising, how many of you get sore? You know, I notice especially the older I get, the more sore I get and the longer it lasts. So this sports rub is awesome. It really helps to soothe your muscles, to help with soreness and, you know, anything like that as you're working out and moving your body. So that's going to go out to our week 8 winner this week, and I'm really excited for you. So anyway, don't forget to hashtag M3Pledge week 8. And again, if you have any questions or anything along the way, I know Natalie, you had a great question when it came to food and bars and reading labels and things like that. Just to touch on that really quickly. When I go shopping and when I'm looking for my food and what to eat, and believe me, I get on the go. I do not like being in the kitchen. I don't like cooking. I don't like, you know, I'm not that great at preparing my meals, but I really keep it simple. So one of the things I do when I go to the grocery store is I shop on the outside of the store. So in other words, if you notice on the outside of the store, that's where you find all your fresh produce. That's where you find, you know, your lean proteins. That's where you find all the stuff that's good for you. If you notice on the inside of the store, that's that's where everything is boxed and canned and packaged and processed. So I try to stay as far away from the middle of the store as possible and just shop around the perimeters. Also, when I'm shopping for produce, I always buy organic, no matter what. I know sometimes it's a little bit more expensive, but to me that it doesn't matter. You know, anytime I can minimize chemicals and toxins and maximize mineral content in my foods, to me it's worth paying that extra dollar. So that's one thing that I like to do. The second thing, if it's something that's packaged, like say a bar or something like that, when it comes to reading labels, the very first thing I do is I look at the ingredients. And when you look at the ingredients, it shows from most to least of what's in there. So for example, if you look on the back of a protein bar, and let's say that the first, I know our RX bars, this is what we were talking about last week, our RX bars, they have 4 ingredients, and I like them because they're simple, and you know that they're good for you. You can read them, and it's eggs, and it's dates, and I have one right here. So it's egg whites, it's eggs, it's dates, it's pecans. And I really like these bars if I'm grabbing something on the go. So 4 ingredients, and then when you look at the ingredients, how they're listed, they go from what's in there the most to what's in there the least. So if you look on the back of that bar in particular, the very first thing is dates. Well, when you look at, you know, your fats, your carbs, your proteins, your sugars, and things like that, anytime you have dates are fruits, and dates have natural sugars. So those sugars are better for you than, say, processed sugars. So I hope that helps when it comes to reading labels and whatnot. Same thing with anything fat-free, sugar-free. I stay away from fat-free, I stay away from sugar-free, because if you think about it, anytime they take something out of a food, they put something else in there. And that something else tends to be a mystery. So a lot of times we don't know what that is. And there's such, you know, the way that people are allowed to market and the things that they're allowed to say on their packaging and on their labeling is sometimes not forthright. And it can be marketing can be very confusing. So anything fat-free, anything sugar-free, you have to understand they're putting something else in there. So I don't mind the fat. You know, I don't mind the full fat. In fact, good fats are good for you. And sugar-free, you know, I mean, natural sugars are good for you. So if you have any questions when it comes to any of that, please reach out, please ask questions. It's all a process. It's all about education. It's all about awareness. I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Congratulations again, Tracy. I'm going to put this book in the mail for you tomorrow. Can't wait for you to get it. And let's go crush week 8, guys. Talk to you soon.